Listen up. The desert's raw beauty calls to your spirit, and you don't need a fortune to answer. Today, I'll show you how to experience the world's most epic deserts on a budget. No luxury, just 5 billion star nights, and real adventure. Let's get started. Our first stop is Morocco, a land where ancient traditions and vibrant modern life blend seamlessly. From the moment you arrive, the energy is unmistakable. Colorful markets, the scent of spices, and the call to prayer echoing through the air. Beyond Marrakech's chaos lies the true gateway to the Sahara. The city's maze of souks and alleys is just the beginning. If you want to experience the desert's magic, skip the expensive packaged tours. Go local, and you'll discover a side of Morocco most travelers miss. Head south, past the Atlas Mountains to the edge of the Sahara, places like Merzouga or Mohammed. Here the landscape transforms. The air grows drier, the town's smaller, and the horizon stretches endlessly. This is where true desert life begins, far from the crowds. Local Berber guides, descendants of nomads, sons of the Sahara, will greet you with a warm smile and stories passed down for generations. They'll lead you into the Erg Chebi dunes by camel, sharing their deep knowledge of the land and its secrets. The slow, rhythmic pace of the camel trek lets you truly absorb the desert's shifting colors. Watch as the sand glows gold at sunset, then cools to deep blue under the evening sky. Every hour the landscape transforms, painting a new masterpiece. It's far cheaper than a 4x4 tour, but infinitely richer in experience. You'll feel every rise and fall of the dunes, every whisper of wind, and every moment of silence, a true immersion in the Sahara's timeless rhythm. As dusk falls, you'll arrive at a Berber camp, simple tents nestled among the dunes, a crackling fire, and legendary hospitality. The air cools, and the desert comes alive with stories, laughter, and the distant sound of drums. Accommodation is basic but affordable, and the real value is in the moments you share. Sipping sweet mint tea, listening to tales of the desert, and gazing up at a sky ablaze with stars. Here, silence is a luxury, and every sound feels sacred. You're not paying for luxury, but for authenticity. The warmth of your hosts, the simplicity of the camp, and the genuine connection to the land are what make this experience unforgettable. So, skip the markets for a while. Find a trusted guide, mount your camel, and ride into the vast emptiness. Let the desert strip away distractions, leaving only what matters. The reward, a sense of freedom, a new perspective, and a primal connection to the wild that stays with you long after you leave. This is the real Morocco. The Sahara is waiting, timeless, vast, and ready to share its secrets with those willing to listen. Egypt's western desert is a place where time seems to stand still, a vast expanse that stretches far beyond the iconic pyramids and the bustling city of Cairo. Here you'll find yourself a world away from the crowds of Giza, surrounded by endless horizons and the quiet majesty of untouched sand dunes. Your journey leads to three of Egypt's most extraordinary natural wonders: the surreal white desert, the mysterious black desert, and the lush, ancient Siwa oasis. Begin your adventure in Cairo, where you can hop on a local bus to Bahariya Oasis. From there, join a Bedouin-led 4x4 expedition, venturing deep into the heart of the desert, guided by those who know its secrets best. These stripped-back tours are not only affordable but also offer a rare authenticity. Sleep beneath a sky ablaze with stars, share stories around a crackling campfire, and experience the profound silence that only the desert can offer. As the sun sets, the white desert's chalk formations glow with an otherworldly light, transforming the landscape into a dreamscape of shapes and shadows you'll never forget. In Siwa Oasis, discover mud brick lodges nestled among palm groves, float effortlessly in salt lakes, and wander through ancient ruins that whisper stories of a civilization thousands of years old, all without breaking the bank. Embrace the warmth of local hospitality, share traditional meals, travel alongside fellow adventurers in shared jeeps, and learn from Bedouin guides who have called this desert home for generations. These guides reveal the desert's hidden springs, the best spots to watch the sunrise, and essential survival skills, turning every moment into a lesson in nature and resilience. This isn't just travel, it's a journey into simplicity, a chance to disconnect from modern chaos and reconnect with yourself under the vast desert sky. Egypt's deserts are wild, affordable, and unforgettable, offering adventure, solitude, and a sense of wonder that lingers long after you leave. Leave the city behind and step into a world where every grain of sand tells a story and every horizon promises a new adventure. The desert will change you, offering not just memories but a new perspective on life itself. Rajasthan's Thar Desert is a goldmine for budget adventurers. Base yourself in Jaisalmer, then seek out family-run camel treks that go beyond the tourist trail. Costs are low, guide, camel, and meals included. Trek through villages, meet resilient locals, and sleep under the stars on a simple bedroll. Nights are cold, but the fire and folk songs keep you warm. Dawn over the dunes is pure magic. Travel by cheap trains, stay in Havalis, and embrace local life. The Thar is rich in culture, spirit, and value. Experience India's living desert for just a few dollars a day. Wadi Rum, Jordan, ancient, epic, and accessible. Leave your car at the visitor center and trust the Bedouin guides. Skip glamping. Choose traditional camps for the real experience. Jeep tours reveal canyons, rock bridges, and Lawrence of Arabia's haunts. Climb dunes, drink sage tea, and watch the valley blaze at sunset. Camps are basic but comfortable with a communal Bedouin feast. The cost is low, especially in a group. Wake to silence and sunrise over the Jebels. Wadi Rum is an immersion in Bedouin culture and desert grandeur. It's a journey back in time. Namibia's Namib Desert is the world's oldest, and surprisingly affordable. Rent a 4x4 with a rooftop tent. It's your transport and hotel in one. Stock up in Windhoek, then head to Namib Naukluft National Park. Camp at Sesrium for early access to Sossusvley's red dunes and deadflies haunting trees. Sunrise here is unforgettable. Drive north to the Skeleton Coast or track desert elephants in Damaraland. By camping and cooking your own meals, you control your budget. Namibia rewards the self-sufficient. The landscapes are breathtaking, the experience raw. This is adventure, pure and simple. Peru's coastal desert is a playground for thrill seekers on a budget. Start in Paracas, where the desert meets the Pacific. Explore by bus, scooter, or ATV. Cheap and stunning. Head to Huacachina, an oasis ringed by giant dunes. Dune buggy and sandboarding tours are exhilarating and affordable. Ride the dunes, catch sunset views, and soak up the backpacker vibe. Hostels and food are cheap, fun is everywhere. The Peruvian desert proves adventure can be pure joy. Sometimes it's about flying down a mountain of sand. Iran's Lut Desert is the hottest place on Earth, extreme, beautiful, and budget-friendly. From Kerman, join a guided 4x4 expedition, affordable, all-inclusive, and essential for safety. Marvel at the Kalutes, vast sand formations sculpted by wind. Camp in utter silence under a sky ablaze with stars. The desert strips you to your essentials: resilience, resourcefulness, awe. By day, conserve energy; by night, embrace the chill and the cosmos. Beyond the Lut, cities like Yazd and Kerman offer cheap guest houses and rich culture. Iranian hospitality is legendary and affordable. This is more than a landscape, it's a journey into ancient culture and your own limits. The Lut is a challenge worth taking. Mongolia's Gobi Desert is vast, wild, and off the grid. Gather a group in Ulaanbaatar, hire a driver with a Russian van and head south. The journey is the adventure: endless steppe, dinosaur cliffs, and singing dunes. Stay with nomadic families in Gurs for a small fee. Real homes, real food, real culture. Facilities are basic, but the authenticity is unmatched. Wash in rivers, sleep on the floor, and drink salty milk tea. The Gobi tests your comfort, but rewards you with connection and freedom. It's not easy, but it's unforgettable. The land and its people will change you. The Gobi is a true expedition for the soul. Bolivia's Salar de Uyuni is a surreal, budget-friendly adventure. Start in Uyuni, join a 3-day 4x4 tour, transport, food, and lodging included. Day 1, endless salt flats, cacti islands, and wild perspective photos. Then, head south to colored lagoons, flamingos, geysers, and hot springs. Accommodation is basic, salt hotels and rustic shelters, so pack warm layers. The scenery is non-stop and mind-bending. This is high-altitude, rough-and-ready travel. For the price, it's unbeatable. The Salar Tour is a rite of passage for adventurers. Experience Bolivia's wild beauty without breaking the bank. The salt flats will blow your mind. The American Southwest proves you don't need a passport for epic desert adventure. Here, the horizon stretches endlessly, and every mile brings a new sense of wonder. The air is dry, the sun is bold, and the landscape is painted in hues of gold and red. The Mojave and Sonoran deserts are vast, iconic, and surprisingly budget-friendly if you camp and self-drive. These legendary regions are home to some of the most unique ecosystems in North America, where resilient plants and animals thrive against the odds. Public lands offer free or cheap camping, your ticket to affordable exploration. Hike Joshua Tree's surreal boulders, slide down the golden slopes of Kelso Dunes, and discover hidden canyons that few ever see. Marvel at towering saguaro cacti silhouetted against the sunset. Stock up on groceries, cook your own meals under the stars, and embrace the spirit of self-reliance that defines desert travel. Here, you're your own guide, navigating by map, practicing water discipline, and learning to read the land. Every decision matters, and every step deepens your connection to the wild. Respect for the wild is key. The solitude is profound, the silence almost sacred, and the landscapes are nothing short of legendary. Sunrise and sunset transform the desert into a living canvas. The Southwest is about tradition, adventure, and the stories of those who came before. Experience ancient cultures, try your hand at rock climbing, or simply soak in the timeless beauty. There's a special freedom in the open road here. Each journey is your own, and every detour leads to discovery. The desert invites you to roam, to explore, and to find your own path. Stand alone in the silence. You're part of a long line of explorers, dreamers, and wanderers who have found inspiration in these wild places. The desert spirit lives on, calling to those who seek adventure, solitude, and a deeper connection to the land. Our journey across the world's most affordable deserts ends here, but your adventure is just beginning. It's not about money, it's about mindset, grit, and embracing the wild. These places will test and reward you with memories for a lifetime. Subscribe for more expeditions and guides. The desert teaches what's essential. Now get out there and find your own adventure. Stay safe, stay wild.